All right. Let's go ahead and dive on in. So last week, I apologize. I had some serious frustrations with technical difficulties and trying to make things how do I say this? Technical difficulties and trying to like sidestep spoilers, backseating, and also technical difficulties. And did I mention technical difficulties? So it wound up being a pretty frustrating stream, but also like it was great and fine. And then it got a bit frustrating, and I'm sorry about that. And it may happen again this time. I think just by virtue of like what is going on in the world today. I guess I'm a little bit high strung. Like I had super mega homesickness earlier this week, so I wound up actually getting Texas style barbecue here in Toronto, it was pretty good. It wasn't like anywhere near the real deal, but it was pretty good. But I'm like I'm doing all right. It's been a stressful day. It's been a stressful week. It's been a stressful few weeks, but we're here. And no matter how bad our weeks are, they're not as bad as Conway's were. Maybe still are. I don't know. I wonder if we're going to get any more closure with him or if we've closed the door on that chapter. But we'll find out. So last time, around the technical difficulties that we had to confront, we finished up having breakfast at a diner, and had some conversations that really highlighted a difference in perspective and perception. And also kind of like you never know what like life-changing influence you might have on someone with just like a very, very small and brief encounter. And then we cut to the intermission, which was going around the public access TV station that Weaver haunts, and seeing some people that we've encountered in other intermissions and parts of the game, in a way that's like actually really kind of confusing to keep track of. Like, where are we? When are we? How does this fit together? What is reality? Like, what is this place? Some of this I thought was stuff in the past, but it's not. Or maybe I think it's in the future, but it's not. So there's some ambiguity. And then we watched, because the crazy people who made this game, the absolute madmen, or mad people, I suppose, but absolute madmen is a phrase. I don't know what the gender neutral version of that would be. But anyway, that they did actual like live action videos, which we watched. And they were pretty incredible. They really captured what they were going for. And then we got to see Junebug and Johnny. And Johnny is just the most precious boo. So he is adopting Ezra, I think, which I'm really excited about because as it turns out, as I sort of discovered last time, I actually really like the characters more than I realized I did. Which is not to say that I disliked the characters before, you know? It's just that I thought that the characters were less... I thought that I had less emotional attachment to them, you know? Like, I was like, oh, they're interesting. But... Hold on, there was something about a dragonfly in one of the public access videos, wasn't there? Oh my gosh, I have to look at everything. Okay, so I started playing part of this section. Oh wow, this is zooming way in. I started playing part of this last time. And then kind of lost track of it and figured I would start all the way over, but apparently I don't get to start all the way over. Can I start all the way over? Is there a way to start this section over? Probably not. Load? No. Okay, well, I don't remember what happened in that section very well. So, this is going to be one of those messy, unfortunately messy streams. Can I? How do I do that? Multiplayer? Hold up. What? That's right. This is such a great bit of instruction. I would absolutely enjoy playing this multiplayer like that. I think that would be really interesting, and you'd add a whole meta component to the game where if you can ask why or explain why, you kind of get to know your friends and what they think of you and how this makes them think of you. Like, I would assume that once someone started talking to Rosella, they would give the controller to me because they'd be like, Lauren really likes King's Quest. Not Rosella. Roberta Williams. King's Quest. But some of these things might be a little less immediately apparent which friend you would associate them with. I have a friend named Will, so Will could be associated with Will. PK, this is Kentucky Route Zero. I really wanted to do this section over. I thought I'd be able to do it over, but it turns out I can't. So this is going to be a stream with holes in it, alas. Okay, well, let's see if we can recall what exactly happened. We came out of this circular hole in the ground. Well, circular holes frequently are circular. It's the staircase that was circular that was interesting. All right. Get to the main menu. Okay. Back to the circle. Thank you. Look at you guys solving problems that I can't solve. Also, I love these hands looking at this. We're going to restart this. Okay. That's interesting. So you could just restart any chapter you wanted to. Anytime you wanted to. If you were like, I don't like what I just did, you could just redo it. All right. We've restarted it. Okay. This is good because I don't remember. Here we go. That person is wearing a cowboy hat. And see, now I know Ron. Oh, that's a horse or a cow that he's standing by that apparently perished in the flood. Hence the sigh. Shannon is very proactive. It is really striking to have light. Like, this is the... I feel like this is the first time with daylight in the game, right? The first daylight experience. Poor Conway doesn't get to see any daylight. I think it rained. What do you think? Do you think it rained? Maybe it rained just a little bit, slightly. Small quantity of water fell from the sky. A little bit. Hi, Dib. What's up? Oh, man. Ezra's totally about the worms. Oh, okay. Let's do this. I vaguely remember this. Worm friends. Shall we play as Ezra or as Shannon? Oh, wait, no, we don't. such a... That instrument. What instrument is this? It sounds like a water harmonica. I'm playing this on the bigger screen that lets me see better. Oh no! That's a dead cow. Yeah, and another one too. Oh, oh, the kitty's rubbing up on his legs. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, that's cute. Cats are so good. I love them so much. Oh, that's a horse? Okay. I guess I'm not very good with animals if I can't tell the difference between a horse and a cow. Goodness, this cat is fast. Oh my god, Sophie would love... Oh, the neighbors. Right. But I thought he was going to the barn. He was going to go check a barn. Not the neighbors, but a barn. Oh, look at that. Why do they have this big bell? Where? Okay, so this is the town. Oh, hello. Because Ron is a character we just heard about. Or saw fall asleep. Wait. Pigs? Oh, this is the little girl who launched the boat, right? Library of Television? This doesn't have a period. No punctuation. The proofreader in me says no way. Library of Television. This one also doesn't have a period. Okay, now they both have periods, so I don't think there was... I think that might have been an oversight rather than some sort of intentional, symbolic, stylistic decision. It was split into 1,000 different people. That's really good. It's so interesting. There's probably no consequence for deciding what you decide. You create the story as you play through it. You're like, well, this is what happened, and this is how it happened, and this is how this character would react to this thing. Yes. Wanted to hear about these people. Oh no. White rabbits. He's late. He's late to a very important date. Curious about this. The Martians. I think a bus driver's more interesting than Martians. Aww. Flora likes Ezra. It's funny because these are both true, but also incomplete, fitting the conversation that she just had. Maybe all of those things are true, and we just picked the ones to highlight. The people. Also, note that who Ezra talks about is Homer, and then Junebug and Johnny. Well, yeah. In a game like this, the bus driver is clearly more magical than the Martians. Just saying. But you know, I think it really highlights who Ezra has been like most interested in, most connected to. I'm jealous, but I won't let it ruin our friendship, which most people just say, I'm jealous. Oh wow, I'm jealous, and leave it at that. This is very good. Very good, Flora. We should stick together. Does this actually matter? I wonder whether, like, you actually choose whether Ezra stays with you or not. This is a large person. That is a... That's not... That one... Is that one human? They're moving really weird. I'm playing this on the bigger screen, which makes it easier for me to see what's happening. God, it's beautiful. Yeah, I know. And the audio is beautiful too. Like, just... There's another kitty. No, 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 no. Wait, wait, no, what? I wanted to go interact with that other kitty. What's Jorge doing? Huh. This is not good. Also, this rising sound is familiar. Okay, hold on. We gotta... It's a greeting meow. Oh, Rita! Oh, she's the one who did the interviews. She looks just like the actor they had playing her. Once he built this thing, chased birds too. What does that mean? Ah. Oh, huh. And then from there to Kentucky. I assume we're still in Kentucky. Oh, Kitty stops beside her and looks up at her. Can I interact with this kitty? Just like unnecessary little details. No sign of the lizard now. And the voices. Oh, look at all those birds. There's like a whole lot of birds. Parrots and things that my bandmate Wedge would probably be able to identify. And then there's this like... There's this giant bell tower thing. What's up with you, bell tower thing? What's out here? How far out can I go? Is this the forest still? There's ruins. There's definitely ruins. the town. There's... Oh, that is not a human. There's no way that person is a normal human. Wait, no, maybe the people are just really weird here. They're moving really slowly. They look like they're... No, like they're not fully formed. Look at them. They're moving really slowly. They're built really weird. Their proportions are strange. They don't have faces or clothing or distinctive attributes. Why are you building a trench? Oh no! This is them going to kill the out-of-towner. I don't know who he is or what the significance here is, but this appears to be like a recreation of the scene rather than actual people. That's uncomfortable. Oh, it's Slow-Mo Crow. Mo. What is this cat? Oh, look at the kitty curling up there. Wait. These are like memories of people. Pirate television. Here. Unraveling. Huh. Kitty stretch. Can I talk to Mo? Can I talk to Mo? Yes, I can. Aww. We're having a whole conversation. We're gonna be friends now. So I guess I missed stuff with the videos. Oh no! Cat is disagreeing with Mo. This is just going on. I'm wondering how long we can talk to each other. I'm just gonna keep going as long as this is in the game. Do crows actually sound like that? Like that sounds kind of like a bird, but... Like that doesn't sound like a bird. That sounds like something creaking. Oh, the ghosts, if that's what they are gone. No, so here's real people, but then there's this. Look, see? Go with Ron. Oh my god. What an interesting thing. The impression, the mountains of garbage. This is like a good thing. Glorious patina of garbage trunk smell. Huh. What about the ditch? How does that have to do with a messiah? Don't know. Shadows. That's what these look like. Shadows of people instead of actual people. But these are actual people. Someone for Ezra to talk to. Yes, Ezra's very strong. He's a strong child. Wow! I don't think that's physically possible, but it's magic realism, so magic. Maybe it is possible. I don't really know the science of flight. Could you, Ezra? Could you, child? That is one way of putting it. No, no, come here. Hi, Gundy Butt. Okay, so the conversation looks like it's looping. I think. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm, like I said, Okay, so this is weird. Wait, guys, Junebug and Johnny aren't silver up here. Or is it that I'm on a different screen? They look different. Okay, the colors are muted. Okay. It's probably just the screen that I'm on then. Oh, I just meowed down there. Oh my gosh. Such complicated meows. Full communication. So this must be then the furniture from the antique store that's here. That would explain why it looks like old-fashioned mid-century modern furniture. I think that's the style. Goodness! We can spiral all around this place. Oh, hello. Hello. Ezra is investigating. Oh, there's fish in that tub. Oh! Nikki. I'm trying to remember which one Nikki was. Ah, so the neighbors, the horses, have died. So you were right. I thought they might be cows. They were horses. I can't tell the difference, apparently. So not only do I not know about, like, flying things, I also don't know about animals. Which you would think I would know a little more about. Was Nikki the one reading the poetry? Was Nikki the poet? She's the poet, okay. Thought so, okay. I love waffles for any weather. Is it an actual building or is it just a front? Okay, it is actually a building. What does it say on the side there? Oh, weather, right. It's... And, like, because everything in this game is pretty surreal... Wait. She disappeared, guys. She's gone. Oh, no, they left. Okay. They, like, you, like, has this place always been kind of underwater? What is... Oh. Oh, dear. He's trying to get them out of the water. Okay. What's in the barn? And a house. Oh, it's that conversation over there. Somebody's sitting in that tree. So we're gonna build a monument to the horses. It's like they're not actually feeling sad about the horses. They're more like talking about how they're going to react to the, you know, what they're going to do or build or create. Like, I don't know if that's just me, but like, if you had attachment to the creatures, I would expect like crying. If you don't, I don't know. It's definitely strange. The seer. That's... They notice how none of them have names. Ah, okay. So the shaping of the mounds is what that woman came to research. Ah, and then just evaporating. This is the cemetery. I know that folks express grief in different ways, but there is something about these that seems consistent with these people. Oh, is this Emily, Ben, and Bob? Yes. It's interesting they're like actually here instead of they're like having conversations. Because like these characters we've seen consistently throughout the game. Like they were in the very, very beginning. They've been in multiple intermissions, I think. Oh, oh, oh. What am I meowing about? Oh, there's another kitty. Why is there a frog in the smoker? That's not where frogs go. Okay, good. As long as it's not gonna get smoked. guess everything here is probably pretty damp though. Look at this. We've got little dome houses. Interesting. Huh. Oh, wow. It is really strange. The only way you can tell the size difference, the scale difference between the people to know that that's a child because there's no details. They're just these like clear, like semi-transparent, somewhat amorphous humanoid shapes. Diary. He's not good. Consolidation. Yeah, this isn't good. So I guess the two of them are planning to leave. How do you say that name? Fraser? That's Fraser, right? That's the same pronunciation as the TV character. What an interesting house. Look at these houses. Oh, I can't go up here, can I? No, I can't. Well, I'm gonna try. Just you watch. Wanda! I'm gonna meow at you. She's snoring. Well, it's interesting. So, like, dome houses like these right here are very, the city of the future from, I guess, the 60s? And then this right here, these weird triangular houses. I've seen houses like that, but like scaled to the size of, oh, I guess those are scaled to the size of an actual house. Never mind. That's interesting though. Like, why does this one have a cloth flapping on top? I guess that must be a tarp. They do have glass walls. No, that's true. But I've seen houses kind of like that before. I think that's like an 80s thing. But would this be the Museum of Dwellings? Would this be connected to the Museum of Dwellings in any way? Wait, hold on. Have we been to see you yet? You don't have anything else to say? Okay. Are you still working on it? Oh, wow. Progress. You've dragged the horse out of the water. What is that in there? No, because I've seen one of those triangular houses in a place that wasn't a cold weather place. Huh. That is quite a flood. And yet, it is really interesting how after the, like the worst times, look at the strange shape of the ground here. But how sometimes after the worst times, then everything seems perfectly normal. And you're like, how could that? Like, how can it be so beautiful after that? Ah, Maya is the expert that they were interviewing, which means that that just happened. If time flows directly, which it may or may not. Oh, 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 a pipe. I'm just an observer. Hmm. We do know that. We witnessed that. Yes, the spiral. I noticed the spiral. Can I meow at any of you? No, I don't get to meow at Shannon? That's too bad. Hello, cat. Can I meow at you? No, I'm not meowing at the white cat. I'm just meowing at and about other animals while strutting around and being a kitty. So it's clear that several layers of not good things have happened here. Oh, hey. Hi, everybody. It's my party. I don't hear any music. This seems like something Clara would say. Oh my god. Did the house just kind of be created because this is where we're supposed to stay now? Did the town summon us? Tidy is one word. This music's a little bit ominous. This is uncomfortable. The fact that all of my characters are all like, this is amazing, this is wonderful. Like, you have no way of disagreeing. Yeah, like, you have no choice here. Nobody's, like, questioning this. Johnny needs to speak up. Yeah, like, there's like a couple of lines that are like, it's a little bit eerie. Wait. Pile of mail. Oh, that is mail. Ezra, you won. That's just broken. Yeah, it's the fact that it's a frame of a house. It's not even actually a house. And the fact that the town itself is kind of uncomfortable. Oh, pet the kitty. Hi, kitty. Like, it doesn't feel like you've arrived in heaven. Cats are so good. I appreciate that Shannon is talking to the cat. Because it feels like the town, I mean, clearly bad things have happened in the town. I mean, the out-of-towner got murdered. What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's right. They mentioned that that this is the only way to get in and out of town. That's an actual cat that's meowing. Stunt pilots turned mail carriers. Oh, huh. So did they sabotage it because they liked it here? Oh, look, it's the boat. Oh. And there's the other cat. Well, I'm glad these two are friends. Can I meow at you? No, but there's a creepy ghost person here, which sometimes means there's a thing I can see. Like, I don't think that being here is good. I don't think it's good for my people that they're here. I have concerns. Jorge is in quotes. Wait, but Jorge was one of the characters who was talking before. The colors have gotten less warm. Yeah, is Jorge a horse, or are they talking about the Oh, he's winching the other horse over here. Or are they talking about? You see, there's another one of those clear ghost people down there. Like, are they talking about the shadows? This sounds like Clara. Do they tell you that, Gundy Butt? Like, I don't know if I've heard the name Jorge in the game so far, other than this section. The ghosts. So they are talking about ghosts. Nothing here anymore for the living, so they are talking about ghosts, yeah. Well, that's unsettling. At least Ron is acknowledging the fact that there's ghosts everywhere, not goats. Oh, hello, Mo. Oh, that's right, he can talk to birds. God, they make such weird noises. We could? So Mo is suggesting that we stay here and take care of the ghosts. Oh gosh, it is kind of weird to see the characters just hanging out like this. To see Shannon hanging out with Emily and co. Something that was just in her pocket. Oh, it's the D20! Oh my god, remember like their ghost selves in the basement? I hear these like strange ghost people who were there and then disappeared are now here again. Ah. Okay, yeah, so she's got Conway's jacket. Shannon's making friends. Shannon needs friends. Basement? Don't lose it. Is it gonna cycle around? Are we going to be the ghosts in the basement there? Okay, Peter Paladon, this is a very strange and surreal game that has 5 acts. And I don't really know how else to describe. It's like magic realism, really exploring what you can do with narrative and interactivity. People trying to find their place in the world, I suppose. That's not just cats. Yeah, Shannon doesn't act like she's alone, really. I think trying to get through to Conway was good for her because she had to kind of be more warm and engaging and outgoing and stuff than I think she might normally do. And I think she kind of saw the hazards of keeping to oneself like that. So that would be Conway. These are both true. Hey, friends. I want to hear what it used to be like. Cass. Whole community of pilots. Oh. Oh, I really want to know about this. Do I know the names Macy and Beth in the context of this game? I feel like Beth sounds familiar. I like that the nephew and nieces are the brothers. Okay. And the saddle. Huh. Yeah. Huh. That's really interesting. Okay, so a community of pilots made this weird little place. What is it, Emily? Shanna might be able to fix it. So that means that Weaver is still... If Weaver was just recently... like... being... what's the word called? What's the word called? You know, when Weaver was taking over the channel. That wasn't that long ago. Which means maybe we'll find her. It's funny though, when they talk about the seer, I thought that was Weaver, but I'm not so sure it is. Finally it just gave way. Oh, there's the outer towner trying to build the road. The ditch. The out of towner was working on the ditch. And so they killed him to keep him from making it so that their town... Huh. Hello. What's this? See, they're not just ghosts because these are people that we actually just talked to. Ugh, sweet tea. One thing I don't miss about the South. So the company had been in here doing something. Huh. I don't know what I said that was heretical. I apologize. Oh, sweet tea. No. Wind chimes. The ones the power company built that are rotten. Johnny just takes it like, oh, okay. Yeah. So it had been a town, and then the power company moved in. Kind of took over, did things their way, and then pulled out. Ah. Maybe we can tear it down and build something better. That's interesting. Yeah, so I actually brought some regular, like, flavored iced tea from Texas after Christmas. My roommate was like, this is super sweet. I was like, man, if you think this is sweet, you should try sweet tea. You will lose your mind. You'll be like, why does anyone drink this? I don't know. I like sweet things. I don't like sweet tea. This is not my favorite thing. Strange. Like, I'm looking at, like, the roof over there by the birds, you see? What's down there? Do the people turn into the horses? I don't know. No, it's different. Sweet tea is not the same as iced tea. They're different things. Like, sweet tea is a kind of iced tea. Did I see what? I was busy looking at chat and thinking about tea. Oh no, did I miss something really good? Julian? Julian? Oh, wow. Dice rolls. No, I don't know where the towering flame is, but the caverns of leathery blackbirds and the lake of eyeless fish, we just... Oh, the mounds... Is this the... Is this the diver that made such an impression on the couple that owns the restaurant? No, those were two divers. So the mounds are to teach them to navigate the Echo River area. Julian's shadow. I didn't see that. I was busy thinking about tea. Is he looking for Ezra? Why are you scolding them? Okay, I guess that's fair. Everyone can understand the cat. Everyone can understand the cat. Could everyone understand cats before? Oh, Gundy Butt. Right. I forgot that that was on fire. This is old mail. Just running around catting a whole lot. Who's gonna arrest them? an interesting way of looking at it. Cat comes up and says hello. Hmm. What are you gonna do with them? Are you gonna dig a ditch and bury them? Hmm. Oh, painting them. Or painting for them. Okay, so it was just the 2 horses. For some reason I thought there would be a bunch of horses. Who's standing in the graveyard over there? Oh no, bus terminals. Is Marianne actually going to be quiet for a moment? No, she's not. No, you can't reclaim this space. Hmm. That's interesting. Like, for some reason, it's really kind of disconcerting to me when there's a like overlap between things that happened down on the 0 or the echo or whatever, and up here, like just the place and the reality of the place is very strange. No. Aw. Thinking of stubborn old men who didn't want to fuss over them. Well, Conway, you are remembered. Goodness, what are you 2 up to over here? What are we? A clock? No, burials really aren't for the dead. I mean, it depends, I think, on your perspective, but burials, funerals, things like that. It's for the people left behind. Robot friend. Oh, we already have robot friends. I'd have a new robot friend. Do you want a robot friend? It's interesting how, like, the sun comes and goes as, I guess, clouds go over. That's it. Warn the mice you're going to attack them. That's going to end well for you. Oh. Ah, the library. This building's only next of kin. Nobody living. Hmm. At this point, I'm just approaching this like it's like poetry, and I'm picking the line that I like instead of trying to think about something character related, you know? I'm supposed to go with these two. Little dude. Come on, Rita V. Oh man. Hang on, it got dark in here. Let me turn the light on. Oh, what a kitty. She's a good kitty meow. Oh. Oh, baby. Baby. What a little meow that was. What a little meow you have. Sorry, folks. It's cat time. Cat time, cat time, cat time. Who's my Sophie? Hi, Soph. Soph. Sophie's had a bad day. I was gone for like an hour, and then I wasn't playing with her or petting her, and then she had too many beans and was knocking everything over. It's a tough life. It's a tough life. Library history or the people who built this. Library. Hi, Waffle House. I don't want to have to make this decision. Everyone else, I can make a decision more confidently. And like, I have no issue with the musicians wanting Ezra to join them, or Johnny wanting Ezra to join them because he wants a puppy, and Ezra's basically his puppy. But I don't know if I want Ezra to abandon Julian. Yeah. The thing is, I feel like Julian can follow them if he wants to. Wait. The way it cuts to these is really uncomfortable. You know? City of Ladies. Yeah, Julian could. Backup singer. The kitty just spinning around in circles. Yes, Julian can be the tour bus. No, but they think that they really like their little motorcycle and sidecar. Oh, that would be fun. All these historical and mythological women building a city. All right, what are you two up to? Oh. Oh, is it Gundy Butt? Oh man, a motorcycle on a giant eagle. That is a pretty good album cover. Oh no. Okay, as much as I love the line, the mystery adds to the flavor, I have to go with this. Yeah. Go Elmo. Oh my god. Looked like there were more options. Oh man, a giant eagle riding a motorcycle. Pretty good. This is. Oh, hey, if you don't know, there is a general strike happening tomorrow with Amazon and a number of other online shops, mostly, but not exclusively. Um, Companies that have historically treated their workers poorly and not provided safety, not provided healthcare, not provided like a lot of like gig working. I think Instacart is one of them. Companies that have, rather than actually hiring people and having to provide the care and compensation that you are required by law to do, oh, those are contractors, not employees, so we don't have to do any of that, and getting away with it. And so there is a strike happening, which May 1st, apparently, and I didn't know this because, unsurprisingly, American history does not teach about the history of labor, but apparently May 1st is very significant. And so it's a good day kind of to choose for that sort of thing. So don't buy anything on May 1st, especially don't buy anything from the striking companies in solidarity with their workers. If you haven't heard about the conditions for people working for Amazon, you can read a lot on that. The gig economy and companies like Uber and Instacart and so on refusing to actually take responsibility for their employees because they can get away with it to save money is a problem. Um, right? Yes, it did look like the dialogue glitched out. I don't know if that's actually what that was meant to happen or not. But anyway, yes. With some games, perhaps I might be like, gosh, should I promote the fact that there's a strike going on? But it's Kentucky Route Zero, so I assume if you folks are watching this game, I will make some assumptions here about, if not your actual politics, then at least your openness to certain politics. I didn't know a lot about. I knew like next to nothing about like unions or the history of labor or anything like that, until just a few years ago. Really, realizing how little I knew. Like playing Night in the Woods was an eye-opener to me because at that point I'd kind of become aware of my own ignorance but did not have any knowledge in place of that ignorance. Night in the Woods came out around the time that I was radicalized. a little bit after, I guess. I didn't play this game when it first came out, and I didn't know that this game was about this. I thought it was, like, as I've said before, I thought it was just going to be kind of like a regional magic realism experience rather than having things to say about capitalism and workers' rights and things like that. Yeah, it's fascinating being in Canada, where being in a union is normal. Like, not everywhere everything is unionized, but if you're like, I work in a field in which there are unions, people are like, okay. And if you're like, well, I have some complaints about the union, but I'm in the union, I'm like, okay. Okay, so it's not that it's like common that everyone does it, but it's not unusual. Like, it's ordinary. It may not be everyone is in it, but it's ordinary. It's a normal thing. And to me, that's completely alien because I spent most of my life believing that. Well, I spent part of my life believing that, like, unions were kind of like unnecessary. And whenever I talk to anyone about unions in the U.S., there's a very likely chance that they will start talking about how, well, unions aren't perfect either. But I'm like, yes, and what does that have to do with anything? But that's the talking point that is put in people's heads when unions come up. It would be really nice if unions were unnecessary. It would be really nice if you could just trust that businesses weren't going to take advantage of you and put potentially your life on the line in order to save a few cents. Unfortunately, that's not the world that we live in. Yeah. Really, Gundy Butt? Are you serious? Are you serious? No, I did not know that. That's ridiculous. Wow. Wow. I mean, I guess there's the whole, like, I got mine attitude right there. Wow. 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 That's amazing. Definitely not one of the best presidents of the United States ever. Wow. That's amazing. I mean, I knew he was a big deal in acting circles. He did a lot of really not good things with lasting repercussions for the US. And now has his followers who are not good. It's a lot of not good. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. You just blew my mind. I'm gonna have to go look that up. Anyway, yeah, politics, current events, unions, striking. Don't cross the picket line. Is a thing. It's a phrase people say if you haven't encountered it before. Even if you're not working at one of the companies that's striking, respect why those people are striking. Take some time to do a little research on what their complaints are and what they're kind of going for, and the conditions that they're fighting against. Do you see that there's a ghost sitting in that chair? Do you see it? Sitting at the table. There's a ghost. But yeah, and just don't buy anything at that time. So the reason where that phrase came from, and I'm assuming, I mean, obviously, I'm sure a lot of you guys know a lot more about this than I do, but for anyone who's watching this who doesn't know, the picket line is if you think about it, like, originally people striking, they would be like out front with like their signs and their protest. And so if somebody walked past either to work the job or go to the shop or whatever, like, it's physically crossing past that line, but also symbolically undercutting the strike. So when someone says don't cross the picket line, they're saying don't undercut the strike. So I would ask, if I put this video up tomorrow like I should, and you watch it tomorrow, don't undercut the strike. Respect the striking workers. They have good reason for it. Just set this place on fire. Why? I love Johnny looks at putting like, yeah, setting it on fire. That'd be really cool. But you know what would be cooler is not setting on fire. Yeah, see, there's totally a ghost here. Civic responsibility plan. A mandatory volunteer basis. But you notice that this means that nobody gets paid for it. Instead of having staff members that you have to pay, you could just require that people volunteer. The strike. What'd you see, kitty? A squirrel? Did you see a squirrel? Squirrel. We're going with squirrel. Hello, kitty. Meow, meow, meow. I love wind chimes, but they can be a little bit creepy. All those birds. So much water. He's digging his ditch. Hey, Ron. Huh. Okay, so the insects in the background, are those cicadas? Because I just associate that sound with summer, but I never bothered to wonder what bugs those were. They're just the bugs that scream in the summertime. I actually like that sound. It sounds like summer to me. There it goes again. What is that? Are those cicadas? Wee, 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 wee. That's my bug impression. Ahaha. The ditch digger, the out of towner. Oh! Hmm. Hmm. Ezra's gonna go play there. Ezra's playing in the cemetery. Oh my god, Johnny wants to follow a raccoon into the bushes. And Junebug's just like, Johnny, honey. He's like, but. This is really cute. They're so cute. Oh my god, I love Johnny. He's so cute. Junebug is cool, but Johnny is just a precious cinnamon roll. He's just a baby child in a grown-up robot boy body. I feel like a raccoon might chew up a robot. What's up here? Yes, don't frolic in the graveyard. It's frowned upon. Disrespectful. The cat's like, don't do that. The music got ominous. And by music, I mean sounds. Just running around, looking for people, looking at things. Hearing sounds that almost sound like people. Ah, right, there's music here. Oh, he just fixed it. It's interesting because, like, when you run around, like, it's like Ezra is in, like, 3 different places. Huh. He did totally get it finished. And Ezra's just standing here, impressed. Oh man, is he gonna do it? Don't run the kitty over. Ezra is a fast runner. That's true. Here's the overhead projector that he used for the weather report. Birdies. Oh look, they've started putting the furniture in here. We don't have walls, guys. It's just the frame of a house. It's not even a house. It is a big house. You know, maybe. You can hear the robots approaching. Excuse me, the musicians. Here they come. No? He's gonna walk right through her. Conway, you could have come with us to this slightly creepy town. That's haunted by ghosts. Conway had plenty of ghosts. He didn't need help. Well, he didn't need more. He did need help. Those eyes are a little weird. Embroidered bird. Ezra's not sure it's a bird. Are they? Like that kind of weird? Oh, that was is totally Julian. Oh, that's cool. I was just like, real birds are giant. He's very efficient at digging his trench here. Just running around looking at everything. Have I been into the circle in a while? I don't think I have. What is he singing? Is this an actual song? Or is this a song I'm going to hear when I finish this chapter? Oh, when the whiskey and the blood run together. The crash on the highway. At the beginning of the game. There goes Julian again. That. I must have missed some scenes over here because I was just running around out there. I didn't come back in here. I wasn't exactly used to cut apples. Johnny, does it make you feel like a bad boy to have that knife? Do you feel bad? So is the line "the poor man is made from whiskey and blood"? Is that something from outside this game? Sitting in the runway. The kitty sits in the Clyde and Cass. This place was abandoned. So this place was an abandoned town, and the mail-carrying stunt pilots decided they wanted to make this their home. and then sabotaged efforts to connect it to the outside world. Roughly. Oh, really, Gundy, but that is... I would not be surprised if that was something they were thinking of. That sounds thematically relevant. The sound changes when I go in here. Oh wow, okay, yeah, that's gotta be what they're inspired by at the very least. Wow, those lyrics. Wow. Yeah. Wow, okay. You could tell me that that song was written for this game and I would believe it. Hmm. Hmm. Clyde was in that thing we just saw with Cass. He's an old man now. Probably did that wrong. Ceremony. Oh. The horse is like literally. This is exactly what I thought. Hang on, I gotta follow him. Oh, he didn't make it very far. He did his thing. Yeah. You can hear the voices coming up. Hmm. Hi, Ruha. I knew that about This Land Is Your Land, although I didn't know the other verses. And I obviously didn't know that when I first started learning the song. It was something that I encountered later. All right, Ezra, it's a plane. You could fly too, just like Julian. I'm glad that he thought of Julian there. My brother, he's a bird. We are digging in. Oh, there's the white cat up there. We gotta go say hello. And presumably chase after some kind of little critter. Yep. I like cats. It's such a strange experience. So if you stand near the ghosts, you hear that sound. I think, because that's my theory. Yep. When you get near the ghosts, it makes that sound. So according to that, then these shouldn't be ghosts because they don't make the sound. The sun's definitely setting. Oh, we're gonna go by this one. Oh, Sophie! Notes on inhabitants. The transitional event. Sophie's been bounding around. You're gonna have that same. Yeah. I think that's the same sound it plays in the graveyard, too. Which would make sense. Ghosts belong in a graveyard more than the rest of a town. Oh. Oh, the birds are all up on top of here. They sure are colorful. Alright, Ron. Is it time? Ron is a big fella. Ron, like, single-handedly buries them all. So everyone here is someone we've come to know. Guys? Guys? That's a creepy sound. Maybe we shouldn't... Sophie's participating. Sophie, hold on. Sophie! Come here, little girl. She's talkative. Just like her mommy. Hello, baby. Hi. Oh, what a yawn. What a kitty yawn. She wants to play. And eat. She will take either of those things. I'm providing neither. That was a pretty inquisitive meow. Sophie, if you could hear what this kitty is saying, maybe you could tell me. Oh, Sophie, Soph. Is Emily gonna stay? Maybe. Yeah. still love that they're the neighbors because horses say neigh. Oh, Emily. I think Ron should say something. Okay, Ron. That's true friendship right there. Thanks, Ron. Ron is a simple man. That can't have been that long ago if they only had 2 horses. Oh, in October. Huh. So not that long ago. Which, I mean, we kind of figured, but generations of people and horses in October. Huh. Oh. Okay. Oh. I could have probably done something then, but I didn't. Hmm. Hmm. I thought it was that the people killed the out-of-towner, but the way she describes it, it doesn't sound like the people did it. It sounds like the Oh my god. Did Junebug change out her hair to be in mourning? Oh my god, do you see how cute Junebug and Johnny are in their mourning clothes? They're so cute. Yeah, no, but Junebug changed her hair. She went with the monochromatic mourning clothes. Very, very dignified. Much appreciated. You too. Very sharp. Sophie has things to say. Really, Candy Butt? I did not notice that, apparently. Admittedly, I mostly play this on my smaller screen, which on a resolution that I have a really hard time seeing things. It's much easier for me to see things on the screen. So I've been able to notice more things playing the 1 or 2 times I've played on this screen. To try as your birthright. Wow, I never noticed that. And I'm supposed to be observant. Who's the fella who says, "Look for me under your boot soles"? I assume that's a reference, a quote. Oh, really? I wouldn't know. This would not be the first time that something can rightfully assume that I will know a thing and that I don't. Oh, is that Walt Whitman? I want to know about this. I feel like the dialogue is glitching. Hmm. What's what Sophie has to say about this whole thing?
I've heard of a land of joy and peace and wonderful life, a beautiful place of mansions fair and skies so bright, where all who believe the Savior dear forever shall stay. And having been saved by grace divine, I'm going that way. I'm
Do you see?
going that way. I'm going that way.
There's a bunch of other ghosts here.
Yes, dear, the Savior I adore is with me each day. I'm clinging to Him and never to stray, just singing praises all day long. I'm going that way.
They're like becoming
All
real.
glorious news I tell and sing as onward I go. For those who are still astray in sin, my Savior may know. I want them to sing that praise above some beautiful day. For glory to Him who died for me, I'm going that way.
There's so
I
many.
know I shall meet Him at the gate when trials are past. I know I shall meet Him face to face in glory at last. Oh, I believe that when we meet, well done, He'll say, while trusting that soul redeeming love, I'm going that way. I'm going that way. I'm going that way. Yes, dear, the Savior I adore is with me each day. I'm clinging to Him and never to stray.
They have
Just
shadows.
sing praises all day long. I'm going that way.
Wow. That was a beautiful, sad, and powerful moment. Cat had to destroy everything a little bit. Where are you going? Where's everyone going? Oh. And the sun is setting again. Oh, she's got her theremin out. There's the three of them standing there. Who's playing the guitar then? Oh, I was gonna look, but... Weaver? Was that Weaver sitting on the steps? Did I miss something? Should I have gone around and looked more? Death of the hired man. Ah, this is going to answer some questions. Shall we, folks? Sometimes they surprise me and answer questions. Oh! Oh! And they're talking about the artist. Who we then get to know. We never did see Carrington's performance, did we? Oh no. We're watching the schmaltzy soap opera. Is this the bar? Hmm. Hmm. No. This. I want this. Sorry, guys. I want to know if Weaver's going to take over this. No? Yeah, Harry could just tell people that they can't have something on credit and enforce it. The janitor who's going to come and clean the facilities. I don't know what the second knob is, but... I thought it was volume, but then it didn't affect the volume. Who's the erstwhile janitor? Brandon. I think you have to change the channel for them to change what they're saying. Oh! Oh, from the storage facility. Huh. I wonder if that's because I sent Carrington to the storage facility. Hmm. I'm gonna just listen to this very dramatic music for a while. Ah, we're the kids. I guess. Hmm. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in the story. What is happening? Oh, I can hit buttons! No, I can't. Okay. Harry wasn't paying him. Huh. Oh no, Harry. Harry. It's a good point, Carrington. Yeah. That's a little harsh and painful, but... Yes, we're enjoying this program. It's nice to watch the credits. I like this song. So we're listening to it. Yes, let's hear about the play. Plaything. Ha, Carrington, very funny. Stage and experimental theater production. Sorry, this music is totally not appropriate for this. It's really like, yeah, we can do this. Oh no, a disaster. How so? Did I set him up for failure? Carrington, I'm sorry. I tried. Oh no, Carrington. Was it now? A subterranean self-storage facility. Huh. I assume this dialogue changes based on where you sent him. I did a bad job. I did a bad job. I did badly. Oh well. Sorry, Carrington. Quarantine life. Sometimes I go to the store and then I come back home. Yeah. Harry, why are you so mean to him? You don't pay him and then get mad that he doesn't come to work all the time. That's funny, Carrington. Is that a quote from something? Yes, it does sound quite cynical. We're going back here. So... this reminds me of... Sorry, I have to crack my knuckles. This reminds me of the other... play. The other intermission that's a play. Where it was kind of like a cool and interesting thing where you could look around and you could like make interesting observations. Like, oh, I see this. Oh, I see this. And there were like things to notice and think about. But the play went on so long with dialogue that just existed there, existed to kind of fill the space between people you didn't know about, repeating the same sort of thing over and over again. Not the same exact phrasing, but like circling around a point or else hammering the same point over and over again. So being trapped here with an obnoxious television where I'm going to turn the audio down because it's bothering me. But so I'm not sure that Kentucky Route Zero is for me. There are a lot of times that the writing is absolutely brilliant, although I frequently feel like I'm not smart enough to play the game. But I like reading words. I like just sitting and reading words forever. Like, I really like games that just read and read and read. But I have mentally checked out here. Just as I had mentally checked out during the play. And then it got interesting. I was like, oh, wait. I've woken up again. But right now, I have no interest or investment in anything that's happening. So I feel kind of uncomfortably trapped listening to people I don't know talk about something that I don't know at great length. And I don't know why it's so uncomfortable for me. Like, I assume it's going to follow a similar pattern where something really significant is going to happen at the end. And I'm going to be like, wait, what? Emily. Oh. What are you doing out here, Emily? How do you relate to the people back in the relative normalcy? Like, if I had interactivity, it would be more okay for something to be inane. A glitch western, huh? But like a combination of inane conversation and lack of input. It's and I certainly can't say that it's done badly, because I know that there are probably people who really love this, and I'm on some level disappointed in myself for not. Oh no. Did he die? Well, it's a shame because the ending, the actual ending of the game is powerful, even though I felt like, oh, I must have missed something. I must have missed an entire section here. Okay. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've read that poem, if I've ever read it all the way through, which I must have in high school at some point, if not in college as a lit major. Because the thing is, I can't say that I disliked Kentucky Route Zero, because I didn't dislike Kentucky Route Zero. I wish it had ended on any other note, like any of the other intermissions I liked better. Like, usually I would walk away and be like, oh, I understand why that just happened. I have literally no idea why that happened. And so I'm not yeah, the ending to Act 5 is you cannot meet Carrington? Huh. Okay. I guess you could just not. I don't know if I'm gonna play Nier next. I guess I should figure out what I'm gonna play next. And I'll have to let me think about my thoughts about Kentucky Route Zero. So I am pretty good at following plots. Like, my reading comprehension isn't garbage. And I really enjoy, as you've noticed, I enjoy getting into stories. I really, really love good characterization. I will forgive a lot if I like the characters and think they're well done. I like, and I tend to think of myself as a person who's reasonably intelligent and reasonably good at things to do with story and narrative. Both, mostly like understanding and thinking about it. I've never been good with poetry though. I don't do poetry. I don't write it, and I have trouble with more abstract poetry. Like, I remember, I'm the sort of person, I was such a nerd and so into English lit and so involved, and that was so much my thing, that when I graduated from high school, my 12th grade year, I won an award basically for English Student of the Year. But when we studied the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock, I could not figure out, like, anything in that play. Oh, it's raining out. Okay, hold on. Let me close my window. Okay, where did my cat get to? She's somewhere around here, I suppose. Huh. Yeah, so I didn't do very well with abstract poetry. I like concrete poetry where there's like images and beauty and things that I can grab hold of. But when you start having complicated layers of things to read between, I don't do well. Shockingly badly, in fact. To the great dismay of my English teachers who were used to me being their star pupil, suddenly you throw me at some T.S. Eliot and I'm floundering. It is very uncomfortable when there's a thing that you're used to being good at and then suddenly you're not. So I feel like parts of Kentucky Route Zero were like that for me. And some of it, like, there were sections, there were experiences, emotions, characters, story bits, and a lot of brilliant things done with the narrative, and things that are at the very least like experimental and interesting, where I don't know if brilliant is the right word, but really, really interesting things. And I liked them, and sometimes I'm like, I don't fully understand. Oh, she is back. I don't know where she was. Well, she's there now. I don't, like, a lot of things I can follow in it well enough. Sometimes I feel like I'm, like, kind of sort of at the very, like, edge of being able to understand it. But I'm like, okay, I'm following along. I can see that you're doing something. I may not be able to clearly right now articulate what you're doing here, putting these two things together side by side. It gives me a feeling and an impression. It highlights something, but it's not ham-fisted, and that's beautiful. But there have been times where, and again, I took some time off from playing this game, so and I have, my memory has just gone to hell the past couple of years. I'm hoping it will come back, but so there are things that probably I would have gotten a bit more out of if my memory had been better, but there are things that I feel like I was supposed to get more out of than I was able to get out of them. And there are things that I think you're definitely not, nothing here has a bow on it. Nothing here ties perfectly neatly together, really. And that's by design. So I don't think you're ever supposed to be like, aha, I get everything. But there are definitely things that I'm like, you're doing something, and I am not smart enough to see what you're doing. So I will just sit here and nod and wait for the next thing that I can grab hold of. And I'm glad that this game exists. I have to remind myself that the first act came out several years ago, because I've been waiting to play this for a long time. God, I don't even know what I would have thought of it if I tried playing it when it first came out. Look, there's smudges of fingerprints on... Is this, like, is this like a thing on the overhead projector being turned? It's kind of what it looks like, because those are definitely fingerprint smudges on a piece of plastic that looks like it's moved around. So 7 years in development. And so I can understand this was probably phenomenally inspirational for a lot of indie devs. Because it did things that, like, I've still never seen anyone do. Wow. Yeah, because I thought I had been hearing about this since before I got divorced by several years, and was interested in it. No, I like it. Is abstract. It is interesting. It is an art piece. It's kind of making fun of art pieces a lot, but it is an art piece, and I hope it's aware of that. I hope it's a little tongue-in-cheek there. Because, like, that one of the recurring themes in it, the original Kickstarter was a Metroidvania. Oh my god, that's amazing. I cannot even wrap my head around that. Wow. Well, I'm glad that they broke with that. I'm glad that they did something weird and wholly unique. But, like, this has, like, the weird, unapproachable, esoteric, like... Yeah. It's interesting. And I did, by the end, find myself liking the characters. I realized that I liked the characters. Wow, that's fascinating. Okay, I really want to know about the original Kickstarter. Like, I don't know any of this. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, you could do worse than looking like Dolly Parton. She's pretty cool. But I'm glad that they gave Junebug her own look. She's very unique. But yeah, like quite to my surprise, I found that I had grown attached to more of the characters than I'd realized, and that they do have relationships. Like, telling the whole thing like it's a play is really interesting, and it's done really well. And having you have to choose like two things that are happening. What's happening here? Like, it's layers, and sometimes it's like there's not any reason why. Like, they're not trying to say anything with it. I don't think. They're just kind of like, here's a thing. Let's explore narrative in an interesting and new way that you couldn't do in any other medium. Like, that's really cool. And Conway's arc is great. It's so good. And the ending with Conway, like, hands down, that's the best part of the game. No question. In my opinion, that moment is so powerful. It's so good. It so perfectly does what it's trying to do. And it knows exactly how to do that. And does it so well. Oh, the hands have stopped spinning. What did I do to make the hands stop spinning? I don't know, but they're done. But yeah, so I'm intrigued. I'm interested. This is probably the least approachable game I've ever played on stream, I think. It's weird. It's really weird. Okay, now they're spinning again. But it's very good, and the writing is really, really good. And sometimes I wish I could write phrases as well as some of the phrases and observations that they have. I'm not used to feeling like I'm not smart enough to understand what happens in a narrative or what a story is trying to do. I'm not used to feeling like I'm not patient enough to experience a story-driven game and its words comfortably. So I'm kind of in an awkward and like it's kind of like an awkward and uncomfortable feeling. It's like somebody made a dress specifically for you, and then you put it on and it doesn't fit right. It's a very strange feeling. God, can you tell I'm reading Lloyd Alexander again? Yeah. So I'm glad to have played it. I'm going to have to think about it, and I'm curious to see if I'll be able to tell who's inspired by it. My impression upon beating it is mostly being disappointed in myself. Like, I would really want to be a person who could be like, yes, this is one of the most brilliant, beautiful games I've ever played, and it was so smart and all of these things. But if I were to do that, that would feel like I was trying to pretend that I got it, and that I was trying to pretend that I was able to follow it better than I was. So I will be honest and say I'm not smart enough for Kentucky Route Zero. And I'm glad to have played it. I don't know what to make of it. I have absolutely no idea why the epilogue exists. I have literally no concept of what it is trying to do or convey in any capacity. Like, I have absolutely nothing. Everything else, I'm like, I understand, like, why that's here. Like, the play, my one real complaint about the play is that it goes on too long with the inane things. Like, probably it's about 3 or 4 times as long as it needs to be before it gets to things, in my opinion, for the medium. But, like, I have no questions about why it's there. It's really interesting. You get to figure out interesting things about, like, characters that you've seen so far. And then you get that moment at the end with the distillery boys, and it's really cool. But I don't understand. Like, why? What is the death of the hired man? Why? Other than to show you that Emily left the town and Carrington's play was a failure. And maybe someone is going to hold Harry accountable for the fact that he always acts so put upon when he's actually taking advantage of people too, and perhaps should find a way to solve his problems that doesn't involve selling other people's souls and blaming everything on other people, which could be interesting. But I don't really know or care who Harry is. So, I don't know. It's a weird and uncomfortable feeling. Ending a game is always kind of a weird thing. I want to love this game, and there were, like, entire sections where I was just like, this is beautiful. This is powerful. This is amazing. And so many spaces where I was just like, the writing is exquisite. But I just don't understand some of it. And I'm totally fine with not, like, the whole ambiguity of what is real and what isn't real. The whole ambiguity of, does any of it really connect to the real world? Because it's all very surreal and very strange. That's fantastic. I don't need to know what the Zero is or the Echo is. I don't need to know whether the town is real and its people are alive. I think Kentucky Route Zero taken as a whole. See, Catafalcon, that's why that would be a good reason. I didn't get that. And maybe that's because I found the experience of sitting there during the dialogue, like, almost physically painful. Like, I was getting really uncomfortable. But maybe because, like, you can't really ever take anything Carrington says seriously. I don't know. So, but okay, so taken as a whole, I mean, it's very much a game about like the dehumanization and the predatory nature of capitalism and people getting churned up and destroyed, and the connections that you form or don't form with other people. Like the feeling of disconnection from characters or between characters, I think is intentional, at least to a degree. And that's, I think, why so many of the choices that you have in dialogue, especially later in the game, have to do with, who stays with whom, who's close to whom. Do we allow the child to stay with us? Do I go stay with my friends? Should I move here and open up a new shop and have a new sense of community? Like, everything is really, part of why everything is so disorienting is because, like, somebody came in and basically strip mined life out of the area and then left, while still holding enough power to prevent anyone else from making something out of what was left, because so much of it is a ghost town. Going around through the, like, normal map when you've got the truck is full of ghost town experiences, things that are abandoned and give the impression of having life there, like going to the church that has a recording of a choir, but no one's actually home, like nobody's actually there. There's a lot of places, if I remember correctly, like there's one that's like a former, like, power company, but like non-consolidated power company place, and like you go like towards the back room and you can hear like voices and stuff, and you walk in there and sometimes there's nobody there. You walk in and it's dark and you're like, what? And sometimes you walk in and there are people there but you can't see them. So it does give a really strong impression of, I guess, a dying area, a dying region, a dying town. Not in the same way that Possum Springs is in Night in the Woods, which, again, like, Night in the Woods is a very concrete game. It's a very concrete story. It has sections in it that are magic, and as long as you don't have a mental block that prevents you from accepting that a realistic story can just have magic parts in it, and that just happens sometimes, it's a very clear and literal game. Those two, like this game and that game, definitely have a lot in common. But Night in the Woods is not an obtuse art game, which I would say Kentucky Route Zero is. It's not an adventure game. I don't care what they say, it's not. But it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just very cute that they want it to be, and it's not. I don't know what it is, and that's fine. I don't think it needs to be a genre. Kentucky Route Zero, if there's any game you can be like, this game cannot be classified in any genre, let's go ahead and say that that's Kentucky Route Zero, shall we? It feels appropriate. Visual novel. Kind of. I would say it is more like a visual novel than anything else. Yeah, because a lot of it is just choosing dialogue options and kind of wandering around and choosing more dialogue options. But not with a ton of exploration. It's just like, did you go to all of the houses? All right. Then you dialogued. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to play next on Thursdays. Are we going to do Wandersong? Are we going to try Nier? Are we going to do Celeste? We should do Celeste. I've been talking about Celeste for a while. Maybe we should just do Celeste. See how that goes. Yeah, maybe Celeste would be good. Plus, I really want to hear the soundtrack. I've heard really good things about the soundtrack to Celeste. All right. I should shut down. It's 10 o'clock. I thank you guys for sitting with me. I'm sorry this hasn't been like a... I mean, obviously this was not going to be like a triumphant ending experience. It's Kentucky Route Zero. I think we all knew reasonably early on that a triumphant positive experience where everything is great, it's not going to happen. But I'm going to have to sit and think on this. Maybe it will sink in and settle into my brain better the more I chew over it. I'm just like, what? Because, like, I did actually really like the town. I like the weirdness of the town. I like the uncertainty of what is alive and what isn't. And it was really cool and interesting. And it is interesting to have a section of the intermission before Act 5, then also have an actual real world component, like further blurring the reality versus unreality that has been like fundamental throughout the entire game. And I guess they've kind of, that wasn't the first time that they'd pushed, like, there's the phone thing, which you could call in real life, apparently. But having, like, the public access videos, that's a weird extra layer of, Automata, Nier Automata. I've been told not to go near the original Nier, so I won't. We'll see. I think we're going to do Celeste next. I think that seems like a good choice. Yeah, and I understand why this could be someone's game of the year, and maybe I'm a little disappointed because I wanted to click with this more, and a lot of it was so good. I'm just not smart enough. I feel like I'm just not smart enough. Like, I want to ask the people who made it, talk to me, tell me about it. I want to know your brain. I don't want you to tell me, well, this is what we were doing and this is symbolic of this, because I don't think that's what they did. And I don't think that that's a healthy or helpful conversation to have with a creator. But I want to better understand the brains that made this, because I think that would give me more insight into understanding this. And also because I bet they're really interesting brains, you know? Like, sometimes you're like, man, I can just imagine that the person who came up with this is probably somebody who'd be really cool and interesting to talk to. And I would like to listen to the people who did the writing on this just talk about things. So, if you have that for me, share the link, please. Sometimes the internet can be like, hey, you liked what that person had to say. Here's things that person said. And I'm like, ooh. And I would like to hear this. I would like to understand this better. I would like to wrap my head around it. So I guess for the people who are watching along on YouTube and have made it all the way through this weird little playthrough, sure, like, jump into the comments. Let's talk about this game. Let's talk about this experience. It's interesting. Yeah, I want to, I'm actually really sorry about that epilogue, because there was so much more, like, feeling and power and meaning. And, like, Weaver, is Weaver there? But she can't be there because she's, like, a ghost in the machine, kind of. And yet she's, like, she's there. Like, and is she the seer from the time past? But she can't be that. It doesn't make sense. And just... And that, I don't think is supposed to be answered. That, I think, is just kind of like, we put the pieces, and the feeling and the experience of having those pieces around you is what you get. There's no literal plot and explanation and stuff that you're gonna get. I'm like, okay, all right, man, yeah, like, where did the people come from? Where does this even take place? Can they leave? I guess they can. I guess they're going to. What brought Ron, of all people? I mean, obviously he's I think was one of the people who worked for the company, but then he stayed. I don't know. But it's really interesting. I don't know. I think that I don't know that it's good for them to stay, but maybe it is. Maybe the village isn't actually creepy. Maybe it's like sad and damaged because of the company. I mean, those are ghosts, but like it would kind of be nice, wouldn't it, for for example, ghosts of Shannon's parents to be able to be in a village, in a town where people are living and trying to make something beautiful there instead of trapped forever in a watery hole in the ground. You know? Maybe seeing all of those ghosts there at the end, taking part in the song, and having that hope and that communal experience. Maybe it is an escape, you know? Maybe it is a place that people can choose to call home when they haven't been able to find something else. Home. Oh, they have an interview about the ending. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, maybe I'll take a look at that. Yeah, I felt really uncomfortable, and I didn't trust the town because I don't know. And you have reasons to feel comfortable or uncomfortable more with some characters than others. I don't know. I'm going to think on it. Let's think on it. Talk about it. Read some things that the devs have to say. And try to let my feelings settle. But I'm going to head off, I think. Give this kitty girl some attention. Hi, Soph. I'm sorry I haven't given you enough attention. She's had a tough life. Very tough life being a cat. Well, so we'll probably play Celeste next week. Oh, man. Yeah, interesting indeed. Thank you so much for joining me. We will be continuing Twilight Princess on Tuesday. And next Saturday will be not on my channel. I will host it on my channel. But I'm going to be taking part in a concert that has me. It has Stemmage. He's headlining. You guys should know and love him. And then like a bunch of other friends. So you should come to that. I will be singing and playing flute. And I'm probably going to debut some new things that I'm arranging right now for it because I'm crazy. Yeah. So we'll see you around. Creative Sprints tomorrow morning. Here. 10:30 my time. 10:30 a.m. my time. Which is Eastern time. And I will see you guys for Celeste next week, perhaps. Most likely. Unless I have a random change of heart, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be Celeste. So thank you all. Take care of yourselves and have a good night. Bye!